Hi guys, so Play Expo on the weekend was good and bad, I guess. The actual event was a little bit disappointing. There was less retro this year, and I think they're phasing out the retro, so next year it's going to be more like a Comic-Con. But loads of arcades and what have you there. Quite hard to get on some of them. But yeah, just generally having a mooching about. I met loads of people and saw loads of people from YouTube, so that was awesome. So I drove up on the Friday with two mates, George and Lee, and we had a bit of a nightmare journey traffic wise on the M1 and then the M6, but we got up to the hotel and met Rich King Retro up there, and then we pretty much showered and went straight out to meet all the guys at the Trafford Centre, so in the pub in the Trafford Centre. So I did write down a little list so I can remember who was there and I don't miss anyone. So yeah, when we got to the pub there was loads of tubers there. We arrived quite late, I think everyone was meeting at 6, so there was Daz Cojonesdeloro was there, Jay Cybersake7, Matt Metropolis, first time meeting Matt, so that was awesome, Gross Newton, Soulfront Retro, Matt Soulfront Retro, Adam Amiga Old School and his mate Steve, Commodore Amiga. First time meeting those guys, that was great, finally meet them. Steve Addy Sneaker Freak again I saw. There was Paul on the back wheel, who I met in Blackpool. Rob Rockstar Runner 7, who I didn't realise who he was at first because I never see his face on the camera, but it was great to meet him. He came all the way over from Finland, which is an epic journey. And Paul C, who I didn't know of, but yeah, seems like a really nice guy. Paul C, aka Spider Dirt. So yeah, we had some drinks and what have you, and then we went over to the Namco arcade in the Trafford Centre. Now, a few days before, Daz put up a video about this new arcade cabinet, the Star Wars Battle Pod. I was totally excited for this. Daz very kindly sent me a list of all the locations where they are in the UK, and there's one like 10-15 minute drive from me in High Wycombe. But yeah, the one that ended up being in the Trafford Centre in the Namco arcade wasn't on the list, so it was a nice surprise when we got there to see it. So I had a couple of goes on that, so it's probably, you see it running somewhere in the screen, but it's mad. It's like a wraparound screen and you get in this pod and it closes, so the sound is all echoey and reverberating. Various levels, like you're piloting an X-Wing or Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, or you're on a speeder bike on Endor and all sorts. It's absolutely epic. But yeah, it's £2 a pop. And it's funny, it says you put £1 in and it says 1 credit. But you need 2 credits to play, so £2. And, you know, I was chatting to people like, that's not how credits work. Like 1 credit is 1 play, so it should be £2 for 1 credit, not £1 for 2 credits, and then 2 credits is a play. It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, the annoying thing is, even if you complete the mission, that's it, your £2 is gone. So if you want to play all 5 or 6 stages or whatever it was, it's 10 or 12 quid. So I played a couple. I played on the Endor one and I think the Yavin mission as well. But yeah, really awesome, really good fun. And yeah, we just drank and played pool and what have you, and then went back to our respective hotels. So on the Saturday, got there relatively early, wasn't really fussed about getting to the front of the queue. There was nothing I really was looking for this year purchase wise, apart from one Dreamcast game, which wasn't there. I looked around the whole expo and I couldn't find it, but it was a long shot anyway. But yeah, I spent most of the day just sort of chatting to people and having a few drinks. Played very few games on the Saturday. So who was there on Saturday? So I saw Tootie. Tootie was there with his daughter, and he was with Craig. Craig's here again. So everyone I'm meeting, I probably put pictures of selfies up because I took a fair few selfies. If you've seen Stu's video, you'll know that because he did mention it. But yeah, if I didn't get a selfie with you, apologies, because I missed out on a few people. So like Peter Dickinson I saw, didn't get one with you, mate. But yeah, good to see Peter. But Stu, yeah, he was with Craig. Craig's here again. I'll maintain your secret identity, Craig, if I put the selfie up, don't worry. But yeah, really nice to meet Craig. He's been like a long time supporter of the channel, and just nice to put a face to the name. Really nice guy. And yeah, we kind of lost each other. We were going to have a look around the traders, but that's unfortunate, but maybe next time, mate. Lee Retro Chef and his brother were there. Wicked to meet Lee, finally. He crept up on me in the console passion area. Yeah, Lee had a long old journey coming up. Then I saw Carl Woodlin and Chris Shanked at the bar. Really great to meet those guys finally. I was going to meet Chris in Blackpool, but due to this, that and the other, that didn't happen. But yeah, wicked meeting those guys. Really nice guys. Really nice guys, actually. Not as big a cunts as they act like they are. Who else was there? Oh yeah, Shock 16, Adam. He was there. Met him again. Good to see him. Tom from the Dreamcast Junkyard. He was there. He had his little Dreamcast Junkyard stall, and they had Ghostblade running, and they had various bits and bobs like the karaoke machine and fishing rods and arcade sticks and all sorts of jazz. And yeah, Paul from Paul's Custom Cabs was there. Great guys, Paul, and he had some really nice cabs this time on show. That one of them he just finished. I think it was the Street Fighter one, blue and yellow. Just really good looking cab. So yeah, people I missed was so Tim, Bad Fuck Up, and Jake, the Retro Game Hoarder, were up there, and didn't run into them all day. Was really gutted about that. Also, Matthew Hartley, I kind of messaged him afterwards, like, where were you? And he said I was there, and I just didn't see him at all. So that was a shame. Who else did I see? Oh, I saw Stella Boxhead on the way out briefly, just sort of said hello coming out the door. I'm sure he didn't know who I was, but Dave Price, Infected Flinch, he was there. He was interviewing Dave Prowse, Darth Vader. So yeah, I kind of thought I'd see him, but I didn't see him at all. I think he was there with Stefan. I didn't see those guys. That's a real shame. So I was really looking forward to seeing Dave, because I've never met him. And yeah, Rapagar, the RPG gamer, I also missed. He mentioned he was going. I said I'd keep an eye out, but we just didn't see each other. But there you go. It's just a big place, and it's really hard to sort of locate people. And yeah, I spent a lot of time with Lee and George, just sat near the bar, drinking beer and cider and playing Worms on the PS4 randomly, just having a laugh, because everyone was kind of congregating there, so it was a good place to sort of chat to people. But yeah, I'm going to show you some footage of the event shortly. I've got a little bit of footage of a little wander around. But yeah, I'll just show you my very brief pickups from the event. So the first pickup was a Friday night, and that was a gift from Daz. Really chuffed, really kind gift, Daz. Cheers for this, mate. So I heard that Daz had a few of the Saturn RAM box sets for sale, and the only one he had left that I needed was this one, and offered to buy it, and he very kindly just insisted that I just take it as a gift. So that's fantastic. Thanks again, Daz. So that's Real Bout Fatal Fury on the Saturn, and that's in one of the patented cojonesdeloro Sentinel cases, which is awesome. He makes these from the SNES cases and just chops them up and makes them fit. So that's awesome. So that's going into the Saturn RAM box set collection. Brilliant. Cheers again, Dad. And he chucked a little bonus extra in there, which is the what is it? Dream On Volume 2 demo disc for the Dreamcast. One of the demo discs I don't have. So yeah, that's awesome. Thanks so much again for those, Daz. Really kind. Daz is always great, like arranging the meetups, and he arranged the meetup on the Friday night and what have you. And yeah, it's always really good fun. That makes the event for me, like, although I said the event was a bit disappointing, doesn't matter. When you're meeting all the tubers and you're having a chat, it's worth the journey just to see people, really. So the only two games I actually bought at the Expo, I walked around, I picked up games quite often, and then I ummed and ahed, and I always ended up putting them back. I came across this guy's stall, and he had 2 Neo Geo Pocket games, and I kind of put in an offer and he accepted, and he said, which was heartbreaking because I've never seen Neo Geo Pocket games. Console Passion did have some, but they were really expensive. So this guy says, oh, this morning I had about 100 of these. I don't know how I walked past that and didn't see him, but yeah, this was quite late in the afternoon that I saw these, so gutted that I probably missed out on some nice titles there, but never mind. Anyway, he wanted £10 each for these 2, and I said I'll give you 18 for the pair, and he said yes. So we've got Fatal Fury First Contact. They come in these awesome little shop boxes, the Neo Geo Pocket games, so no manual with that one, sadly. And we got King of Fighters R2. So 2 awesome Neo Geo fighters for the Neo Geo Pocket there. And £18 for the pair I'm really happy with, especially seeing as it's an event and the prices can be ramped up. Now, prices in general were quite high, but there were bargains to be had. I did see a few decent games for decent prices, but mostly ones that I already have, so that was a shame. Now, one really great price I did see, I came across this stall, and it was like a small independent guy, and it was run by this guy called Dave, and he had Street Fighter 3 Double Impact on the Dreamcast. Really nice condition, and it was 30 quid. And I just picked it up straight away, and because I've got it, and I said, look, I can't believe this hasn't sold, because this is late in the day on the Saturday, so I can't believe this hasn't sold. And he sort of was asking me, is it a good price? And then he pointed out that he had a Dreamcast arcade stick as well for 30 quid, and he said, you know, what's the price like on this? And it was boxed. The box was tatty, but the sticks are probably worth like 35 loose. So 30 quid for a box one, even if the box is tatty, is more than reasonable. And I kind of said, yeah, that's, you know, fantastic. I'll be surprised if they don't sell. And anyway, we kind of just started chatting about Dreamcast for quite a while, and, you know, nice little chat. And then I just thought, oh, you know, I'll mention an offer to him, and I said, look, I'll come back tomorrow afternoon when we're leaving, and if these 2 items haven't sold, I'll give you 50 quid for the pair. So my thinking was, I know I can flip the game for like 40 quid, so I get the arcade stick for a tenner. So I came back the next afternoon and sort of wandered past, and he said, oh, they're still here. And yeah, I came back just as we were leaving. I said, we're off, and they were actually gone. So I said, oh, are they sold? And he said, no, I kept them for you out the back, and he had them like behind the stall for me in a bag. So yeah, 50 quid I got Double Impact and the arcade stick, and I put the arcade stick straight on one of the Sega pages on Facebook, the game, sorry, on Facebook, and I got 40 quid plus shipping, so I cleared 40 quid on that. So I paid a tenner for this, and like I said, the box is a wee bit tatty, but at the end of the day, I'll take a loose Dreamcast stick for a tenner any day of the week. So I've got 2 now, so that's really great for when mates around and what have you. And yeah, instructions in there and everything. It's pretty good nick. It's got a small little ink blemish there, you see. But that'll come off with a bit of goo gone or a bit of something, but I'm not too fussed. But otherwise, it's in pretty good nick. So yeah, that was my only pickups from the Expo, guys. But yeah, like I said, it's not really about going and buying stuff, it was more about meeting people and what have you this time around. So now I'm going to show you a bit of footage from the Expo, just a quick wander around. I'll put some annotations in when necessary, just to sort of say what's what, and hope you enjoy, guys. See ya!